One life, one passion, the only dream, traveling. Feeling the nature too close and take aside all the grief, all the obligations. Whenever I travel, I feel that is what I want to do in my whole life. Our journey started from Kolkata to NJP. In the evening, we arrived at Shialda station and boarded on the train. The next day, we reached NJP station at early morning, where our car was ready to pick up, as the whole tour was organized by our tour and travel agency. We started our journey towards Sillery Gaon. In the meantime, we took our breakfast at Sevak Road. The road through Sevak Road is absolutely beautiful, and here we ran along the magnificent Tista river by our side. We reached Sillery Gaon at late afternoon. That's why we could not see the sunset. The place adorned with dense forest of pine trees and an outstanding view of Mount Kanchenjunga. At the evening, the cold chilling wind was blowing directly from gigantic Kanchenjunga, which had forced us to leave the veranda and enter into our room. The morning here, so calm and beautiful, that I had never seen before. The sweet melody of the mountain birds, the fresh and cold breeze of the mountain, as well as the smell of the forest and the soil, all enhance our spirit and attract our feelings to interact with the nature. Early morning, we went for a small trek to Ramitidhara viewpoint through the beautiful mountain forest. After returning, we took our breakfast and went for another trek to Lepcha King Fort. Here, the local people worship their king at the debris. Now it's time to go for our next destination, that is Aritar. Our car was ready to drive, and after reaching there, we went to visit the Aritar monastery, which is near to our homestay. Then we took our lunch and explored the surrounding of the Aritar lake. You can also take the enjoyment of the boat ride in this lake. The next day, we went Mankhim viewpoint to see the sunrise. From here, the whole Aritar lake can be seen. We came back, and after taking our breakfast, we started for Zuluk. Before reaching Zuluk, we have to make a permit from Rongli Bazar for entering the East Sikkim. But before entering the Rongli Bazar, suddenly we stopped at the Rongli Bridge to see the beautiful views of the combination of hills and rivers from there. After getting our permit, we moved on further, and on the way we stopped at Khola Falls. You can also take some snacks here. The temperature at Zuluk was too cold than the other places that we have stayed earlier. We were totally in our quilt the whole evening and enjoying our tiffin with hot chicken pakoda and coffee. The next day was going to be a long day tour for us. After completion of our breakfast, we started the journey for Kupup Lake via Silk Route. Silk Route, the ancient trade route, which connected the China with the West from 2nd century BC to 18th century. At first, we stopped at Thambi viewpoint, from where the full zigzag road of the Silk Route can be seen, and then we go ahead further towards high altitude. After that, we visit the old Baba Harbhajan Singh Mandir and spend some memorable time there. Here, the defense personnel who were at the charge of the mandir at such a high altitude gave us some snacks and tea. Thereafter, we went to Nathang Valley. The valley is called the Ladakh of the East Sikkim. It is an isolated valley surrounded by snow-capped mountains. We reached our last spot at Kupup Lake, which is also known as Elephant Lake. The blue lake looks like an elephant is sleeping there. And now, it's time to descend down. But this is not the end, as the nature shows its different color in different aspects. The white milky clouds through this high altitude make us feel that we were like in heaven. We came down to Rishi Khola at afternoon and arranged the campfire at the evening near Rishi River. Here, we saw the night fishing on the river for the first time by using electric rod by the local people. The morning of the next day was so mournful to us that it can't describe in words. We took a small walk around there and spent as much time as possible with the nature. And now, it's time to return our home. Everything has come to an end, and so did our tour also. Time has come to say goodbye to hills, the rivers, the nature and the loving innocent people. Like someone had said, we left nothing but footsteps. We took nothing back but memories.